Chickadee chanka lads and lasses, how's it going everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. This is an Arsenal preview, Manchester United versus Arsenal, of course. Tomorrow, we're going to smash up the Gooners, come on! How are we all doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. We're going to get into it tonight. Thank you everyone who's joining us. Let me just do a few shout-outs at the start here. We got Naz, how you doing there? We've got Batman Night Fan, mate. How are you going? Great to see you in here, my friend. Cool homies. Always a pleasure, never a chore, my friend. Misty, we've got Kingface, Eddie's Football Waffle, and everybody else as well. Thank you very much for getting in here. Really appreciate you all stopping by. So we've got a few things to get into, of course. Manchester United coming up against the Arsenalans at Old Trafford tomorrow. Our home form has been absolutely pitiful this season. Our general play has been pitiful this season. We've got a lot to obviously step up to the plate with and try and deliver in this game and get back on track with our season. Come on. If we do beat Arsenal, you know, we've got a great run of fixtures after that, of course. So it should be pretty doable, my friends. I mean, who are Arsenal, to be honest? Who the fuck are Arsenal? Let's be honest now. Let's actually, we got a bunch to get into, but before I do us a favour at the start of this stream and smash the thumbs up button on the video if you're just getting in here. Hit the like. Do hit the thumbs up if you're just joining us and getting involved. Also, do give it a share on social media as well. If you have not done so already, that'd be much appreciated. Give it a share around and have your say throughout the show as well. We're going to be jumping in and out of the live chat and getting involved with all the comments and what you guys are thinking. Absolutely, Naz786. Hello to you too. Get in there. Good day, Nick Pendragon. Great to see you. Paul Pink's in here as well. And everyone, cheers for stopping by. So then, the big game is upon us. It's another big fixture for United. If you look at our run in the league since before the international break as well, we have had a tough spell of games. Like, there's a lot of tough games that we've had to contend with. And, you know, we haven't really done too well in most of these games. Certainly when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was at the wheel. But this is the Michael Carrick era. And Michael Carrick has actually done pretty well as United manager. Now, when asked about Rangnick's input to this game, basically Carrick said that he hasn't even had any contact with Rangnick yet because it's not allowed really with what's going on with the work visas and the permits and the waiting and the approval and all this business. So in terms of who's picked the team and who's set things up, I mean, of course, unofficially, maybe Rangnick is having some sort of hand in the background there, but officially it's Michael Carrick who is going to be in charge of this and picking the team and everything. So he's done well. He's done very, very well the last couple of games, getting that draw at Stamford Bridge. That was not an easy place to go and get the result. And then, of course, the game before that against Villarreal, securing us that top of the group place in the Champions League. Get in there, my son. So Michael Carrick's done really well. Get in there, my son. I'll just ask you this. Rate Michael Carrick's Manchester United time so far, these two games that he's had, out of 10. Rate it out of 10 in the live chat. Also, hopefully we can continue to add to this. Michael Carrick might be able to get some sort of a result against Sharteta's men here. That is the plan. We've got a few predictions coming in here already. Fair play to you. Hey there, Bell6891 and Ibs Sadat. Great to see you guys. Michael Cleve, sorry, getting in here straight away with his prediction. We'll get onto that in a minute. But he's saying Arsenal win 1-2. Away from home, Arsenal. I mean, you look at how Arsenal have been doing recently. They have been pretty in form. They've looked quite good. If you look at how they've gone about it, you know, they've definitely played with like a newfound belief. Arteta set them up with more or less a 4-4-2 sort of formation here. They might be playing something like that, or a 4-4-1-1, or something along those lines tomorrow when they come to us. We don't really know what Arsenal's going to turn up, just like we don't know what Manchester United's going to turn up. They have had a really topsy-turvy season so far. So the start of the season was terrible, and then they've got into good form. But they are actually one of the informed teams in the league, so it's worth discussing, right? Let's talk about it. So if you look at the current league leaders, or the informed teams, I should say, that are currently playing in the league. Arsenal's form in the league is the 4th best that's the last 6 matches. So the last 6 league matches, Arsenal have the 4th best league form. So they've drawn only 1 and lost only 1, which was that 4-0 drubbing against Liverpool in that run of 6 games. The other games, they beat Villa 3-1, they beat Leicester 2-0, they beat Watford 1-0, a team that we lost 4-1 to the other day. And they also beat Southampton 4-0, right? So, sorry, Newcastle 2-0, I should say. So they've had a really good, decent run, apart from that Liverpool game. But Liverpool are just a much better team right now than Arsenal, so they're sort of expected to win. That was a drubbing, though. Oh, Mikel Arteta sharted to bed on that one. That was a true drubbing. But even so, they're the informed team in the league right now. They're the ones that are causing all the problems for the teams they're coming up against, because they're they've only dropped a few points out of the last 6 games. United, on the other hand, and I hate to say this, but it's true. United is the 19th form team in the league based on the last 6 games in the league. We're 19th. That is fucking shocking, mate. We've got to do something about this, don't we? I mean, I know we've got this great run coming up, but we've got to win these games. The ones after this Arsenal game in particular, like, we have to win all of them. Palace and Brighton and Burnley and Norwich and all the rest of the cash teams that we've got to come up against and face. We better be smashing them up, that's all I'm saying. Because we need to get sorted out. We're the 19th informed team in the league. We have lost 4-2 to Leicester. We've lost 5-0 to Liverpool. We've won against Tottenham 3-0. That's how shit Tottenham are. But they're still even the 8th form team in the league. 2-0 against Man City, of course. That was a disgusting game of football as well. 4-1 against Watford, one of the most biggest abominations in all of mankind. Scratch my eyes out. That was terrible. And then we did get a draw against Chelsea. So that's our form. It's shocking form, guys. It's 4 points out of a possible 18 in the league in the last 6 games. That is a fucking shambles of form. Have we turned a corner yet? Well, I don't see how we could have turned much of a corner under Michael Carrick because, like I say, he was part of the problem here as part of the coaching staff, although he did approach the last game, in my opinion, significantly differently. We did have, a higher press, different formation, etc., slightly different tactics with Tommy dropping into the back line, all the rest of it. Like, there were some good things that were happening there. So he can influence this game. He can line them up. Plus, let's be honest, Ralph Ragnick's come in, and in the behind-the-scenes department, I'm sure there is something that's being done here and having conversations that we don't know about. And of course, the media aren't allowed to know about either because he's not supposed to be working yet. He might have just filtered a few things through, is what I'm saying in terms of who he'd like to maybe see or what sort of system they'd like to implement. But then again, Michael Carrick may well be 100% in charge, but he's not going to tell you that now because they're waiting for the work permit to be, sorted out. Hey there, K-Slater23. How you doing there, mate? Great to see you, mate. Let me just give a few more shout-outs to some of the legends that are getting in here tonight. Hey, Eddie's Football Waffle says we've got 37 likes on the stream. Keep hitting the like. Yes, please, Lance and Nassus. Do hit the thumbs up button if you're just joining. Let's see if we can get 169 likes on this preview. Get in there. K-Slater23, great to see you, man. He says, we have been bad for a long time. This is true almost post-Fergie, really, that whole era. We haven't really found a true flow or identity, even though we have won some things along the way. But I still think the identity and the flow has always been a big question. We just haven't really got into a great run, and got this team into a proper good place where they're just a well-oiled machine and they're sort of firing on all cylinders consistently. That is not what's happened. So, yeah, we have been very bad for a long time. There's no getting away from that. We're absolutely shocking. But in terms of the form guide, there it is. So, Manchester United, terrible form. Arsenal, much better form. United are at home. But the problem is with Manchester United's home form is it's just not very good. So here's some information here. So let's have a look. So United have failed to keep a clean sheet in their past 14 home fixtures in all competitions, the second longest run in their history following a sequence of 21 matches between April 1958 and March 1959. So make no mistake about it, we're quite vulnerable, especially at home, to concede goals. So, people saying, it's more likely Arsenal set up defensively or no, they're just going to come and get at us. They're going to come and get right at us, and they're going to hope that they can exploit that back line, which has been ropey all over at home this season as well in particular. So 14 home fixtures in all competitions, we failed to keep a clean sheet. That tells the story. We are ropey at the back and we will probably concede. That's the problem. So if I was Arsenal, if I was Arteta, I would be approaching this game just to get right at them, not play for a bloody draw here. No, I would be setting them up to try and attack, use the pace that they've got down the wings, like Saka, etc., to cause problems, if he should be fit, which I think he might be. I don't know, we'll cover that in a moment. But, just some head-to-head facts to get into before we get into some of the predictions and team lineups and stuff that I wanted to discuss. So United could go 7 Premier League games without beating Arsenal for the first time in our history ever, which is just shoddy, isn't it? So you can't really get away from the fact that the last few seasons, Arsenal have done well against United, and we can actually go 7 Premier League games without beating Arsenal for the first time in our history, which would be shocking. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope we smash them up to pieces. Arsenal can win consecutive league games at Old Trafford for the first time since February 1979. The Gunners could set a new club record by keeping a 4th consecutive clean sheet in this fixture as well. Arsenal's past 6 league away wins versus Manchester United were all by a 1-0 scoreline. Here's some facts about Manchester United before we get into the rest of it as well. United have won just once in 8 Premier League matches, 2 draws and 5 losses. You what? That's how bad we are, guys, in terms of form right now in the league. Carrick's got his work cut out for him. He can't change a lot overnight. He changed enough in the last game to make us a lot better and durable and tough to beat and resilient against the likes of Chelsea. So let's hope that he's got something up his sleeve and he can get us performing well. But if you look at form, if you take that into account, it's not looking good. But it is a new manager, it is a new approach, it is a new change, but it's still the same lingering stench of what was gone before, sadly, because it's not a new approach or a new change in personnel. It's sort of more of the same, really. So if you're expecting absolute revolutions, or maybe that's not going to be the case. But then again, Rangnick, if he's in the background dangling the puppet, Mr. Carrick there, and he's acting puppet master behind him and pulling all the strings, then maybe you will see a big change in United's lineup. Maybe you will see a really high-pressing team. That's what United need to do in this game, by the way. We need to press high. We need to get out there. We need to start trying to get towards what Rangnick's going to do to the side as well. So I hope Carrick does consider that and think, you know what, let's set the team up to try and implement those sorts of tactics at this moment in time. Even though we're not going to be 100% transitioned into it, we're not going to know what we're doing, but just you saw it a little bit in that Chelsea game. We were pressing high up, much higher than we have been at certain times. We have players like Fred and Bruno getting out and pressing a lot, etc. So, you know, there's already some little hints that we're making steps in that sort of direction. So I say, get up there, press high up, and make it, an attacking affair. Make it a very in-your-face affair. That's what we need to do. So we could lose 7 home fixtures in a calendar year for the first time since 1986. United's tally of 5 points during that period is their fewest over an 8-game spell since recording 4 between December 89 and February 1990. The reason I'm talking about these stats right now, guys, because it just goes to show you how gastastic United have been this season, to be fair. You can't get away from it. So I think we definitely made the right decision in making a change. We also need to hope that the new manager hits the ground running and does well against the teams we should be beating. It's a blessing in disguise for him coming in after, though. All this work permit malarkey and the slowdown and everything. Maybe it's just a case of let's get him in after the tough games against City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal. Let's get him in after then, and then he can have a really good run against the teams that we should be beating, and he can start well and get that winning record and also learn and adapt and get the team playing football while we're playing lesser opposition. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So, yes. So Arsenal have won just 7 times in the past 10 league games, though. So the Gunners are unbeaten in all 8 league fixtures in which they've scored this season. So if they score, that's generally a bit of an issue for the opposition there. Right, okay, I'm just going to get into the team news. So Manchester United captain Slabby Maguire is back in contention and available after completing a 1-game suspension. Please stay suspended, Slabby. That's all I would say about him. I don't want to see him in the lineup at all. He's not really proved himself at all this season to be any sort of calibre player for United in centre-back. If you look at the last game against Chelsea, I was very impressed with Lindelof and Bailly. So for me, 100%, I would go with Lindelof and Bailly in this game. If I'm Carrick, I'm choosing Lindelof and Bailly because they were trustable in the last game. They did perform really well, and I don't see why you need to break up that partnership. They seem to have a good performance together last time out. Why the hell not keep that centre back pairing? He's probably going to put Slabby Maguire though, isn't he? Probably going to put Slabby Maguire. I'll ask you then, guys, in the live chat. Get your wants, your needs in the live chat about centre-back position. Who would you like to see as the 2 in the back line? Presuming we're playing a 4-at-the-back system, who would you like to see as the centre-back pairing? So for me, it is Lindelof and Bailly. I can understand maybe people wanting Maguire in there, I guess, but it's not for me. I really don't rate him. You know what I think about him, guys. I think just add a little bit of water and watch him fucking harden. The guy's a fucking bag of concrete, makes that guy. As far as I'm concerned, that's his use for Manchester United. So he's a big slab. So I would definitely get him out the side anyway. And I hope that the new manager, Rangnick, doesn't give him the opportunities and strips him of the captaincy. Bayern Lindelof says, Batman Knight fan. Let me just get some highlighted comments up on the screen here, lads and lasses. So Maguire will play Carrick. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? You think Carrick is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Maguire's going to play? Fair enough. That makes sense. Did they score them though? Says Batman Knight fan. Don't know what that means. Hey, what's going on there, by the way, there? John Wick, under contract by Godfather Ragnick. He says, desperate times call for desperate measures, with measures spelled incorrectly there. I love it, my friend. Thank you so much. Hey there, Charles Gale. What's happening, mate? Hope you're good. We've got a few people getting in here with their centre-back partnerships. Varane and Lindelof here. We got Bailly and Lindelof. Maguire. So yes, Eddie says Boo Maguire, Bailly and Lindelof. Victor and Eric says Social 99. Kind of the same thing, just using their first names. I like what you did there, Social 99. Everyone but Slabbington says A Dykes, Lindelof and Bailly. So we're all agreed then. Slabby shouldn't get anywhere near this starting 11, nor should he really be considered for, captaincy anymore. So I'm glad we agreed on that. Oh, hang on a second. Wait, I've missed something. Hey, Berber, mate, thank you so much for being a member of the channel. I don't know why I can't get that up on here for some reason. Oh, wait, is this it? No. All right, hey, Berber, thank you so much. It's not showing up on my list of comments here that I can highlight. But Berber, mate, thank you so much for being a member of this channel for 24 months. That's worth celebrating, everybody. Please get a hashtag 24 in there for Mr. Berberini. What an absolute don. He says hashtag join the Bacon Brigade as well. Thank you very much, Berber, for being an absolute hero and supporting this channel for 24 whole months. That's 2 years, man. That's 2 years. That's a decent percentage of your life, mate. And mine, that you support this channel. So thank you so much, dude. What an absolute legend. Get those love hearts in the live chat for Berber, man. 2 years a legend. Thank you very, very much for that, Berber, honestly. Proper Don. Proper fucking Don right there. Okay, so everybody is in agreement. I mean, Naz says Varane and Lindelof, but Varane's obviously not quite back yet. So a little bit of team news before I get into predictions and stuff like that. Little bit of team news. People who are out, not fit for this game. Paul Pogba's still sidelined, of course. Rafael Varane is still out, although Michael Carrick made some comments about his rehabilitation earlier on. He said, yeah, Rafa's rehab's going really well. He said he's out on the grass, but it won't be any time this week by any stretch. It'll be a little bit further than that, if not even longer. He's on course, though, which is good. So sounds like maybe in a few weeks, a month or something like that, he could be out for. So it actually says here the original expectation was that Varane could be out for around a month after he bounced back and separate injuries suffered while representing France. Maguire is available. But actually, that's initially. So it depends really on I don't know. He could be back in a couple of games' time, I suppose. He's on grass, so it's just the only reason I say that's because Carrick said he's on grass, but it won't be any time this week by any stretch. It'll be a little bit further than that, if not even longer, which is kind of like speaking in riddles. But it won't be any time this week, any stretch. It'll be a little bit further than that, even if not longer. So it's hard to really know what that means. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, hopefully not as long as that. But we need to get him back in there. I think the best centre-back partnership we could go for, maybe going forward, would be, as we've discussed, perhaps Bailly and, of course, Varane going forward. But right now, Lindelof and Bailly, I'm glad we're all in agreement, guys. Get in there. Eric Bailly was formidable in the last game. He barely put a foot wrong. And Lindelof had a couple of shaky moments, but in general, absolutely bossed it. So I'm happy to give them the nod. I feel more confident going into this Arsenal game, and I feel like we've got more dependable people in there than if we'd have put that human slab of a man in there, Slabby Maguire. So, yes, so that's the latest sort of team news. Luke Shaw, by the way, continues to be assessed, so he might be playing, but he also might not, after missing 2 matches with a head injury. Arsenal midfielder Bukayo Saka faces a fitness test after he was forced off during the win over Newcastle with a muscular injury. Granit Xhaka and Said Kolasinac remain out. So that is the team news in terms of both the sides there. Hopefully Saka won't play because he is a dangerous player for them. And hopefully we've got, everyone full and fit and ready to go for United apart from those guys. Cavani is also still a doubt, but he might be featuring in the game. He's had some tendon problems recently, hasn't he? So that's a consideration. Right. What did I want to get into here next? So this is what I wanted to say. So Michael Carrick basically is, he's not had any influence. He's not been influenced at all. He's not even spoken to Ralph Rangnick. He said he wasn't allowed to speak to him because basically, of what's gone on with the permits and the visas and the work permits and all that kind of stuff. He's not actually allowed to start. But he said, I think obviously a lot's happened in the last week or 10 days. I've had to certainly adapt and take on a new challenge and some skill sets, maybe out of my comfort zone that I've never had to tackle before. I've enjoyed seeing how I've coped with that at times. You don't know until until you're in that situation. So he's enjoying his manager. He says he's enjoyed it. He says he hasn't really got anything to update in regards to Rangnick. He says other than the process of getting the work permit and visa is ongoing and coming through now as we speak. I'm in the position I was for Villarreal and Chelsea, getting the boys ready for the game tonight. And he was asked, Michael, have you spoken to Ralph at all? And he just said, no, it's pretty much as it was with the games we've been to because of the process and the work permit. We haven't been able to, so we've carried on as we've done. It's worked well for the last 2 games and hopefully will as well tomorrow. So it sounds like this is a Carrick team. It may have influences by Rangnick, but it seems like Rangnick is not in the position where he's allowed to even sort of give opinions and information over right now. Whether or not he is, he may well be. I would be if I was him. Then, that remains to be seen. But Michael Carrick at the wheel, guys. Let's get a hashtag Carrick at the wheel in the live chat, my friends. So Carrick's still in charge for the Arsenal game. It's more than likely that that Ralph Rangnick will be taking the hot seat, though, for that Crystal Palace game on Sunday. Right then, so so he's yet to speak to Ralph Rangnick either, so it's a full-on Carrick team. Okay, so also new information coming in. Actually, sorry, before I go into this, I almost just forgot about my predictions of the team. I was just going to get into the latest Rangnick stuff, but forget that. Let's talk about the prediction for the team and the prediction for the scoreline tomorrow, guys. So do have your say in the live chat. Get your opinions in there about the scoreline, etc. My personal opinion is we're going to beat them, and I think we're going to beat them 2-1. I think we'll have too much firepower for them going forward. I think if we do play high up and do play an in-your-face attacking, pressing, more pressing sort of style, then I think we can do well against them. I think if we sit back and we just do what we've done most of the season long, especially at home, it sends a wrong message, and Arsenal, I think, will flourish there, and then they'll get right at us. We've got to get in their faces, ruffle their feathers, and make them melt. That's what we have to do. So we've got to get further up the pitch, be a more attacking force, be more forward-thinking, and hopefully just do more Rangnick-style stuff, seeing as this man's coming in soon. So I hope that there's more pressing, like there was a little bit more in the last game. More emphasis to win the ball back quickly and get us attacking on a front foot in a more quick and direct fashion. That is what we've been missing out on really all season long. So in terms of prediction, I'm going for 2-1, my friends. Hey there, Naz. He says, what's your prediction on Mancini being linked to the Man United job? I mean, it's a fucking joke, isn't it? Isn't it a joke? He's a Man City scummer manager. You can't have an ex-Man City scummer manager as United manager. There you go. Done. But at the same time, he is a very good coach. Clearly, he's a good coach, and he's won the Premier League. He's obviously done really fantastic stuff with Italy as well, international stage. He's a good coach, Naz 786, but not for me. Here we go, predictions. Get your predictions in. Here they come. Josh Lee thinks it's going to be 3-1 to Manchester United. Good prediction, Josh Lee. I like it. Thank you, Burbalad. He says, smash a like and subscribe. Yes, if it's your first time here, guys, we're not far off of 49,000 subscribers now. So if you are new to the channel, please do us the honour of smashing that subscribe button. It's free. And also absolutely twat that thumbs up button as well. Give it the Kung Fu Cantonate on that Palace fan treatment and hit that like button. Nice one. And also there's a little bell there. You can click that for notification purposes as well. Do smash that also. Batman Night Fan says 2-1 win if Maguire plays. If not, we win 2-0. There you go. So you think if Maguire plays, and if not, we win 2-0. That's funny. So he's worth a goal conceded. I agree with you, mate. I think he is literally worth a goal conceded. David Spray says 7-1 again. Cody Elder says 2-1, 7-1. Pig West Ham drew with Brighton. Get in there, Nance. Let's just have a quick look at the results then. Go on then, or the current scoreline in all the games, because obviously they're just wrapping up soon. Southampton drew with Leicester 2-2. That's a good result for us and everybody, really. Not that Leicester are mid-table side now, well and truly. Brendan Rodgers in the mud, sharting the bed. And people actually want that guy as United manager. You've been on the crack pipe, dudes. Chelsea are up against Watford 2-1 right now. Come on, Watford! 1-1 Brighton West Ham. That's a great result that is for us as well. West Ham are above us, of course, right now, so that's good. West Ham drawing 1-1. Wolves drawing 0-0 with Burnley as well there. And Man City currently 2-1 up against Aston Villa. Liverpool 3-1 up against the Toffees there in the Scouse derby. So, yeah, I mean, there you go. Come on, Watford! Anyway, right, they smashed us up 4-1 the other day. Fuck them in a way. But hopefully they do take some points off of Chelsea is what I'm saying here. Right then, so so let's get into this, guys. Let's get into this then. So the predictions for the games, everybody's predictions coming through here. We have Eddie thinks 0-0, stinky 0-0, Ralph in. I respect that. I think it could be a bit of an ugly game as well. You look at what Carrick did in the last game. Then again, we were the away side and Chelsea were top of the league. Arsenal have been good against us last few years, though. 3-2 to United, says Naz. Like Spike, says Eddie, get in there. 3-2 to Arsenal, says Papadas. You what? Omar, how you doing there, Omar? Oh shit, these aren't working. I don't know why these aren't working. Sorry, dudes. Hang on. Oh, there they are. They're working now. Sorry, I was trying to get these all up on the screen. They weren't working. Omar, thank you very much. He says 2-0 with Vic and Bailly at the back. Hey, great to see you, Lucy. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Do have your say in the chat about what you think's going to happen in the game. I'm going to get on now to the prediction of the lineup. I think it's basically going to be more or less the same as what we saw last time out with Carrick. I know we were the wayside against Chelsea, but I just got a feeling it's going to be something, I don't know. I mean, the way that the initially lined up before the game, maybe something with a diamond in midfield or a 4-3-1-2 here, essentially here. We know that the back line is in question here because I guess Luke Shaw could be coming back in, but I think it's going to be Tellez because he's looked pretty decent recently. In terms of the goalkeeper, obviously he chooses himself. David Hayes has been the best player for us this season. # Big Dave saves. The centre-backs, I've gone with Bailly and Lindelof because I think Carrick will do that because he's going to reward them with a good performance out against Chelsea. He's already worked with them. They already did perform well in that game, and they showed some sort of ability to work together there and defended well. So if I was him, I think the best way to get the result against Arsenal in this game is not to put Maguire back in there at all, but actually just to stick with the two that looked pretty solid last time out, and they're probably going to be more dependable than that human slab of a man anyway. So I would say, and I'd look at all the errors that Maguire's made this season long, and I would be not too happy and comfortable about putting him in there in this big game. Now, he might do a proper Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He might do a proper Ole Gunnar and put in Harry Maguire. If he does, I've lost all freaking respect for you there, Michael Carrick. All the respect you built up in these last couple of games. If you don't reward Lindelof and Bailly with the start, especially considering Slabby Maguire's been terrible this season for us, then he's bottle jobbed it. So I really hope that he goes with Lindelof and Bailly and he has the bottle to just say to Slabby, look, I'm only here for one game. You can be pissed off with me after that, mate, if you want, but do one. I'm sticking Bailly and Lindelof in there. Slab off, you know? That's what I would like him to do. Then in terms of like the overall midfield, I mean, this you know, you could have Donny van der Beek in there, # free Donny, but he didn't # free Donny in the last game, did he? He also played him in that game against Villarreal, was it? Wasn't too impressive with him. Subbed on Bruno later on, and we did look better in that game. The game before that, Donny was brilliant, but, you know, he might give Donny van der Beek a run out here. Absolutely, I could see him doing it, but I don't think so. I think he wants the mobility of the likes of McTominay and Fred. And Matic has got that cool head at the back then, can win it, and is awkward and, you know, gets around with that big slab of his as well. And he can obviously, he's got defensive abilities. He's cool on the ball compared to a lot of the other midfielders we got. So I think it's going to be something similar to that again. And then, you know, up top, the big change really is Ronaldo missed out in the last game. You've got to have Ronaldo starting in this game, in my opinion, as well, because we're on the front foot. We're the attacking side. I can understand, in a way, especially in hindsight, it's probably the right thing to do for Carrick not to start Ronaldo in the last game, because the first half Chelsea just dominated us. We didn't have any of the ball, and that wouldn't have changed at all whether we had Ronaldo up top or not. And so we'd have just been running Ronaldo down, whereas he thought he'd save him and release him in the last part of the game and maybe he'd nick a chance. So I actually thought in the end that was decent bit of thinking from Michael Carrick for the last game, not to just burn out Ronaldo needlessly when there's no point really. Whereas in this time out, he's got to start him, doesn't he? Cristiano must start. He's got to start. He's got to play. And if he doesn't, then I really don't know what the fuck's going on with Michael Carrick. But I'm sure he's going to start Cristiano Ronaldo. And Jadon Sancho, in my opinion, picks himself because he's the in-form outfield player, or one of them. You know, he's got 2 and 2. He's looked good. He's looked lively. And I think he's coming into his own. He's getting confident as well. And he's been given some freedoms in this new system. The team's playing a little bit differently, and he's playing a more suited role to what he can actually do, not just being stuck out in the left wing in a gashed team. So there you go. Hey there, Lucy. How you doing? Great to see you. Drew Who as well. Fantastic to see you, my mate. He says, if United want top 4, they kind of need a win. Yes, I would say that that's true, mate. But also look at the run that we've got after this game. I suppose, you know, it's not the end of the world even if we lose it, because we've got so many good fixtures coming up. like our run of teams is very, very winnable now. I'll just actually get it up here just to show you real quick. That sounded a bit wrong, didn't it? Anyway, let's get it. Man United fixtures. That sounded a bit messed up. I'll just get it up to show you. Right, hang on. So we've got Crystal Palace coming up after this Arsenal game, right? Then we got Young Boys in the Champions League. But in the league, Norwich City, then Brentford, then Brighton, then Newcastle, then Burnley, Wolves, Aston Villa, West Ham, Burnley again, Southampton, Leeds, Watford. Then we've got Man City on the 5th of March. So really, if Manchester United do what they're supposed to do and go out there against those teams they're supposed to beat and beat them, you know, the likes of most of those teams that I've just said there, we should be the favourites in all of those games. Whether or not we get the result, that's probably not going to happen. We will probably drop a couple of points along the way. But if we just do what we got to do against all those teams, we could be top of the fucking league by March. You know, and then you've got another tough run of teams to end on as well with Chelsea, Liverpool, Leicester, another game against Arsenal there, Everton, you know. So it becomes a horrible end to the season. But make no mistake, with the run that we've got now, the way things have panned out with the organisation of the season, the scheduling and the games, we could actually do really well between now and March and get ourselves to be like top of the league. I honestly think that. With the fixtures we have coming up, we should win most of those games. Therefore, we could get up there. The other teams have tougher fixtures in that time. They will drop points. Now, United will have a really tough end to the season, which isn't good. But for now, we can definitely get into the conversation again as long as things go to plan and we actually do start playing decent stuff and dispatching the teams we should be dispatching of. There you go. It's going to be a good game, says Joe Russell. Come on, United. Let's be having you. Right, so that's the fixtures, guys. I think that is a very favourable run of what we're doing. This is the team lineup of what I think maybe is going to happen. One thing I always encourage you legends to do is after this video is finished is come back afterwards and get your team lineups in the not live comments afterwards, and also your score predictions. So make sure you do that after this video is finished later. Get back and get your predicted lineups and also your score predictions in. Okay. Right then, guys, so let me just make sure I've covered everything I wanted to cover before we move on. So in terms of the fixture tomorrow against Arsenal, should be a tightly contested affair. Arsenal are an informed team in the league compared to United, who are vastly out of form. So let's just hope that we can turn up tomorrow like we kind of did against Stamford Bridge. But we've got to turn up against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, but we've got to turn up in a different sort of way tomorrow. We've got to turn up in an offensive way. We've got to be able to get the better of Arsenal, I think. We've got to get at them and get in their face and try and actually attack and outplay them. That's the only way we're going to get the result in this game, I don't think. We're not going to sit back at home and soak Arsenal. That's going to be pathetic. So Carrick, he's only got one game. What does it really matter to him? He might as well set them up to be free and to go out there and attack, and actually, you know, score some goals, entertain the home Old Trafford crowd. That should be paramount at this moment in time. You know, I really don't understand where the emphasis has gone away from playing attacking, entertaining football. But anyway, thank you, Berber, mate. Get in there. He says, smash a like and subscribe. How many likes we're on now, guys? I can't actually see. Maybe so. Let me give it a refresh here. See how we're getting on. We have got 57 likes on the stream, on our way to 100, guys. Smash that thumbs up button if you're joining and get involved in the chat here. Will Arsenal sing Ollie's at the wheel? Who really cares if they sing Arsenal at the wheel, to be fair, Hacking Gaming? He's not. Do you know who they've got at the wheel? Count fucking Dracula. Except he ain't even fucking Count Dracula. He's like a shit version of a vampire. He's like Count fucking Wacula, mate. He is. He's really not that impressive even at being a vampire, that man. So, no, in all honesty, though, yeah, he's done well. He's turned around. He's done well. They've got playing decent sort of football again. But I think they're very beatable. Even though we haven't done well against Arsenal last couple of seasons, I think they're very beatable. Jay Gill, get in there, my son. Thank you for the super chat. He says, you playing FIFA today, bro? You know what, Jay Gill? I'm not 100%, Jay. Sorry to let you down, man. But I'm not 100%. I haven't had hardly any sleep over the last 24 hours at all. I'm absolutely shattered, mate. I'm one-mattered shattered, dude. So I really don't know what I should do, whether I should try and soldier on another late stream, or should I just like have a rest up tonight and then just get straight back at it tomorrow? We're definitely doing Thursday night qualification for Foot Champs, Friday night Foot Champs, Saturday night and Sunday night. So I don't know. I don't know. To answer your question, I'll have to see how I feel in a bit later, mate, because I might just end up crashing out hard because I literally only had a few hours sleep. in the last 24 hours. I apologise. Papa Das, what's going on, mate? Thank you so much, Jay Gill, for your £2 super chat, by the way, lad. He said, get those emojis in there, all the channel member legends in here. Thank you so much. Papa Das says, will Pogba be sold in January transfer window? I'm not so sure because he's injured. This is what I think's happening. So he's supposed to be out for a couple of months with an injury. If you do the math there, I mean, it could take him to just as the January transfer window's gone. Maybe he'll be back before then. Maybe he'll be rehabilitated and able to sign for another club back before then. United might look to cash in and get some money for him in January. But my belief is that he's going to PSG in the summer on a free transfer. And yes, this is an injury, and yes, it's genuine and all that, but it sort of fits in well because I think Riola and Pogba are going to be testing the free market a little bit towards the end of the year. You know, in January, I think they can sign pre-contract terms with other teams to join them in the summer on a free transfer. It doesn't mean they can leave then. They have to wait until the summer. They're still contracted to United, but they can agree to join them at the end of United's contract running out. So, hey, look, who knows? I mean, if I'm United, I'm not really looking to sign up Paul Pogba for a new contract right now because he's just been gash-tastic the last couple of years, or 5 years, really. He's had a couple of good seasons in there, but more often than not, inconsistent. You can't rely on him. Now, whether or not Rangnick wants to keep him or not is a big question mark. I would argue no, based on sort of what kind of player he is in the team. But then, who knows? Who knows? He might assess him. He might go, yeah, actually, if we can get Paul Pogba playing like a midfield dynamo, pressing opposition, putting in the work rate with his passability and quality and physicality, maybe we just have the best midfielder in the world. So it depends on what Rangnick wants to do as well. But I think he's going to come and he's going to assess the squad. He wants people with a supreme work rate. I think he wants people who work their socks off, who are quick as fuck, who don't stop running. And I look at Paul Pogba, I don't really see that. I see somebody that sort of does do it a little bit more nonchalantly. Now, we actually analysed some stats yesterday. We're quite interested about Paul Pogba. And the two highest pressers, or the two players that press the opposition the most this season for Manchester United, was Paul Pogba and Fred, believe it or not, which is hard to believe. Now, it makes sense as central midfielders, but I'd have thought maybe, I don't know, Scotty or Matic or, I don't know, even Wan-Bissaka's often getting at people and pressing people, you know. No, Paul Pogba in second place behind Fred. So maybe Rangnick can do something with Pogba to bring the best out of him. Listen, guys, it's a popular conversation. Let's hear what you think. Paul Pogba, stay or go? What would you like to see? Would you like United to sign him up to a new contract and give him another chance under Rangnick? Or would you just like to see him, that's it, cast away now? You've had your chances, you've had your time. We're not even willing to renew your contract and we're letting you go on a free. That's how shit you are. We paid 89 mil for you. We're letting you go for nothing, pal. Please go. What do you guys think? Go, says Azzy Kamola. Joe Russell says go. What's up there, Tyron Pillay? Good to see you, man. How you doing? Do I think Donny will come as a sub? Hey, Devils United. Yes, mate. I think so. I think he will be utilised as a sub. I actually don't think he'll start in the game, but I think he'll be utilised as a sub. That's my opinion. So I'm going for something like that anyway. Ozzy thinks go. Joe Russell thinks go. Yeah, I mean, I personally think it's time to go. For Paul Pogba. He's had his run. It's all been too disappointing the whole time, and United are just losing out by having somebody else come in who could do a really good job for us and actually be the United player that's consistent that we need. That's what I'm thinking of. Where's Zane with his prediction? Says now 786. That's a very good question. I wonder what Zane Miassi is thinking about this. I'm sure he's Billy Big Bollocks in it up somewhere though, thinking that United are going to actually lose to Arsenal tomorrow, when we all know that's not the case. What's the topic about, Piggy? We're just talking about, just somebody mentioned Paul Pogba, but we're just talking about the preview for the game tomorrow, of course, Manchester United versus Arsenal at Old Trafford. Get your thoughts and opinions in about what we should do, what Carrick should do, and, you know, what the scoreline's going to be and all the rest of it. So just want to give you some information here quickly, guys. Let me cover the news a bit for a second. So, yeah, preview-wise, hoping we get the 2-1 win against them. That's my prediction. I think we can get them as long as we play higher up in an attacking brand of football and get at them and in their fucking face. Come on. So next up then, let's talk about the other news. So Ralph Rangnick is soon to sit down with Manchester United scouts to assess the best transfer options moving forward. So there's lots of different reports coming out. I've even seen some reports to say that Ralph Rangnick would be given £100 million to spend in the transfer window and all this bollocks. I mean, that's just rubbish, isn't it? That's definitely not going to be the case. He's coming in for 6 months in an interim capacity. I mean, maybe over the course of the 2 years from a consultancy point of view, he'll be able to spend a shitload of money. But in terms of like, you know, what he's actually going to be able to spend for the team in January or in the 6 month time that he's here, it's not going to be much, if anything, at all. I think we'll have to get rid of 1 or 2 players to generate a little bit of cash, get a couple of players off the books to make way for a new player coming in, and that way we might be able to get somebody. But we spent a lot in the summer, just because the Glazers have gone with a new star manager like Rangnick, who is away from their usual type of manager. To some degrees, doesn't mean that they're just going to allow free spending at Manchester United. They're still going to be thinking about the bottom line for them, which is making money. So I don't see us having a massive budget for the remainder of the season to go out there and buy players at all. I think we might make a shrewd signing. We might make some decent, cheap signings, some younger signings, some good options, some good players for the future. We understand Rangnick likes to sign players who are like no older than 23 and who have a lot of pace about them. There's players like Hydera linked as well, who's 23 and has a lot of pace about him, and also, you know, has good experience. Mukeli, the right back Mukeli, he was signed once for a RB club, obviously by Rangnick or overseen by Rangnick. So there's some links there as well. You know, there are some players that could be coming in. So RB likes at right back. Nordi Mukeli to Manchester United is another rumour that's going around as well. All these players that Rangnick has been linked with in the past, or who has worked with in the past, are all going to be linked with Manchester United in January. Hopefully we do sign somebody, but I'm not expecting United to go out there and buy a shitload of players in Jan. No way. I think we'll more likely spend a little bit again in the summer, yes, but I don't think we're going to spend a lot in January. That's not going to happen. Laurie Ritwell reporting that Ralph Rangnick is likely to bring in a top assistant and a video analyst with him to United. So I'm just going to get into the latest news now, lads and lasses. We've sort of done the preview. I'll get back into the preview in a minute, but just want to give you the latest news of the evening as well while I'm here. So top assistant, yeah, he wants to bring a top assistant in with him. Also, if we have a look at this bit here, Fabrizio, this was this afternoon. Ralph Rangnick was at Old Trafford today, together with John Murtaugh. It's his first time into the stadium. He was dreaming of the Premier League chance. It's now time to start. He's expected to be there in the stands also for tomorrow for Man United versus Arsenal. Let's be having you go. Come on. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, rah, Ralphie, rah, 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 rah. Rah, Ralphie Rangnick. Get in there. Let's get a hashtag R&R in there, my friends. No, I hope this guy starts well with us, of course, against Crystal Palace on Sunday. Seems like he'll be in by then. But for now, we got bigger fish to fry. We've got to focus on the Arsenal game. Michael Carrick, of course. But I just wanted to give you the latest Rangnick news because, you know, he is coming in. It is a new era that's about to begin at Manchester United. And it's exciting. It's interesting. There's going to be a change in what we're doing, hopefully. So there you go. So Fjortoft shared a link from Build. Builder reporting that Rangnick will get 10 million euros from Manchester United if he can get Haaland to sign for the club. So obviously Rangnick has a good working relationship there, it's understood as well. He brought him to RB Salzburg originally for like 8 million euros. He's got an eye for a buy, this guy. But if he can get him to Manchester United, Build, the German outlet, are reporting that Manchester United will pay him 10 million euro bonus for bringing Haaland to the club. So, you know, let's hope that happens. I really hope that happens. That is money well spent. If they can get somebody like that in to be our striker for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you know, who's a natural goal scorer, he's just clearly going to be one of the world's best goal scorers over the next decade, then yes, that'd be absolutely brilliant for Manchester United. So I hope that that's true. I really hope that that's true. Hey, we've got 90 legends in here right now. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Do us a massive favour. Twat the thumbs up button. Give us a boost up there on the YouTube algorithm. Helps us compete with some of the clickbait wankers and corporation channels, etc. So if you like this independent Man United little kooky fan channel, please do us a favour and show your support by leaving a cheeky little like. It's free. Nice one. And also, share it around on social media. I really appreciate everyone who does that. Mr. Aaron Homeyard and various other legends as well. Always share my streams, and I see it, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so Bill reporting 10 million euro bonus there if he can sign Alf-Inge Haaland. Not Alf-Inge Haaland, sorry. Erling Haaland. He'd get telling off if he signed Alf-Inge Haaland. You know what I mean? He's a little bit over the hill. Plus, Roy Keane would be throwing punches. Right. So he is expected, Simon Stone as well from the BBC reporting that Ralph Rangnick is expected to be at the game tomorrow against Arsenal, just in the stands, obviously not in the dugout. Michael Carrick's overseeing that, but he is going to be there, which is cool. So, Bild also reporting that Amadou Haidara, as we discussed it in the last few days, is one of the top candidates for Manchester United in January. And he's got good ties with Leipzig. But also, you know, Rangnick has also ties with best connection with Sports 360, which is the agency that represents Haidara. So this is what you're getting when you're getting somebody like Rangnick. It's not just about his coaching over the years, what he's done in terms of his trophies or who he's managed. No, because you can say, oh, he's only managed Hannover 96, Schalke, and that Hoffenheim team and all the rest of it. Yeah, you can say that, but you can also look at who he's bought for those teams, who he's managed to bring in, what he's managed to oversee, and also what his connections are in the footballing world that he's managed to pick up and gain over this time. Because he has got a lot of connections. He is obviously well known. He does have a lot of different fingers in different pies, and he obviously has great connections with different agents, agencies, you know, players, and all the rest of it. So I think, yeah, even if it doesn't work out to the extent that we want it to in the 6-month interim manager capacity, this guy's going to be pretty damn quality for us going forward at just assessing new talents and, you know, investing in the right areas, I think. You know, I think he's really going to do us well, hopefully, if he's given that freedom to do so. Also, Christopher Nkunku is a player on Ralph Rangnick's list for Manchester United. This is another report that's coming out. We're being linked to fucking everybody. But there you go. That is another report that's coming out. That would be a tasty one also. So I just hope we get somebody, you know, we're crying out for a CDM. I guess it would make a lot of sense to maybe get another right back in as well if we can. So, you know, just to give Wan-Bissaka that competition and maybe fit more into a Rangnick system. But yeah, like it's looking pretty tasty at the moment for possibilities of somebody coming in January. Just wanted to give the update because it might happen. We might see it. It also might not happen. Like I say, they did spend a lot in the summer. They might just be saying to Rangnick, look, you've got what you've got. Get the best out of this squad of really good players between now and the end of the season, and we'll talk. And, you know, in all fairness, that's probably fair because we did spend a lot in the summer. And, you know, January is not a great time to buy players generally. So often they're not available. Often teams don't want to lose out in January, especially if it's going to affect their season. And so they want a big premium. They want extra money to be able to sell that player. So if the right player is available, maybe a contract is running out or, you know, that kind of scenario, maybe they'll be able to do a bit of business. But otherwise, it's always a tough time to buy a player. Right then, lads and lasses, I'm going to get into the live chat now, so do have your say. That's going to be pretty much it for the preview of the game. I feel like it's going to be a tough game, of course, against Arsenal. They are in form. They're, what, 5th in the league? They're the 4th form league team in the league. We're the 19th form team in the league as well. So it's really quite a clash of different form teams at the moment. United need to cause an upset in terms of form. Not an upset in terms of, you know, result, because I expect if United turn up on the day with the team we've got, we should be able to beat Arsenal. But just in terms of form, we need to, you know, we need to upset that form guide is what we need to do. So come on, United, let's hope we can do it. Right, I'm going to get into the live chat. So everybody, it's Q&A time. Have your say. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about anything we've discussed here, what you think the result's going to be, who you think should start, all the rest of it, yada, 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 Carrick at the wheel. Get your thoughts and opinions in it. I'm going to dip in the chat now and see what you legends have got to say. So is Ralph Rangnick manager or coach? Well, he's both, really. He's absolutely both. So sometimes you have more of a manager who's sort of overseeing things. I think what Rangnick is going to do is obviously, you know, delegate coaching to his coaches, but he's also going to implement this gegenpress style pretty hands-on, I would imagine, because he's going to have to. But in terms of his coaching, you know, of course, in the modern age, you can't do it all. But what's great about his management and his overall overseeing of the football club going forward as well is that he's not just a coach. He's not just somebody that's in the dugout talking to players in the dressing room. He's actually somebody that's going to be making those calls, making those connections behind the scenes, and also advising Manchester United on what they should be doing, where they should be spending the money, and how they should be doing that in order to increase all avenues of the football brand, but certainly on the pitch also. So, you know, he is more than just a coach. He's definitely more, he's not just a coach. He's actually like a full-on technical sports director type person who can do the lot. Oh, that's not good, Kingface. Your keyboard stopped working. I hope it sorts itself out, my friend. Give it a whack. Eddie's Football Waffle says, I'm nervous for the game. Not sure Carrick knows how to set up attack. Jose Carrickinho. Well, that was a very nullifying display against Chelsea, wasn't it? Mourinho-esque. I see what you're saying, Eddie. Yeah, Jose Carriquinho at the wheel. Crikey. Carrick will beat Arteta and Arsenal. No, you make a fair point, to be honest, Eddie. Like, the last game was quite ugly. I feel like we had the best chance of getting a result from that game by doing exactly what he did, though. But in this game against Arsenal, it's different. We're at home now, and we need to get at them. So I really don't think that we should be setting up anywhere near the fashion that we did against Chelsea, away at the Bridge, who were top of the league. We should be getting at Arsenal. Yeah, I did see we're linked to Werner today. I mean, what the fuck is that all about, Josh Lee, my friend? You what? Linked to Werner? My goodness me. I mean, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I've got no interest in that guy whatsoever. He is absolutely a meme character at this stage. He literally, he can't score, man. He can't score. I mean, if he can score, it's some sort of bloody miracle. He's the new modern day German Nicholas Bentner. He's like Lord Bentner in disguise. King Rob Stark, how you doing there? He says Carrick is such a hateable figure. It looks like that fake intellectual in school that everyone knows is a dumbass, says King Rob Stark. Wow, strong words from not a very strong man. King Rob Stark, you what? No need to go after Michael Carrick like that, mate. Fucking hell, dude. You're holding up some pent-up animosity to Mickey C there, dude. No, listen, fair enough. I mean, I don't see how he's that much of a hateable figure, to be fair. He's a nice guy. He's just, he's given a lot for Manchester United over the years. He was a consistent player for us as well. So, where's Cavani? Says Tyron Pillay. Cavani is coming back from a tendon injury, isn't he? So he's nursing a tendon problem, which, in terms of the team news, he still could be available for the game. That, as far as I'm aware, Michael Carrick hasn't ruled him out. But all that I know is Luke Shaw is still being assessed. Rafael Varane and Pogba are still sidelined. And that's basically, I think Cavani is fit to play, but he just is got this continued tendon issue. So he might play, he might be on the bench or something like that. Unless somebody's heard some other information that I haven't seen. I think he is fit to play, or, he might not be playing because he's got a little bit of a bruised tendon or something. Man up, Edinson! I'm just joking. These things are very tricky, very tricky. Right, okay, nice one. So, how are you liking the comments thing, by the way? I got this new comments thing set up here, as you can see. Now, it's not new. It's obviously on Streamline and stuff, but I managed to get it over here to OBS, right, to the studio here. So I can do it in here, and it still looks the same, but we've got live comments. What do you think about that, guys? Yay or nay? Smash a yay or nay in the live chat. What do you reckon? Arsenal will win. What's this? Arsenal will win. Arsenal will win, in my opinion. Why is that not showing up? 2 secs. Arsenal. Oh, there you go. Arsenal will win, in my opinion. We are on very good form, and with Maguire at the back, Arsenal are happy. Great point. If Maguire starts, you will score, man. I totally agree with that. That is a very fair point. We have been so ropey when it comes to defending, and with Maguire in the back line, 100% even more ropey. We look better without him, that's for sure. So I still hope Michael Carrick can see that, and he just goes with Bailly and Lindelof and rewards them for that Chelsea game, because they were pretty damn decent in that one. Yay, says Tyron Pillow. It's good, says Eddie O2. Thank you so much. Much better. That's awesome, mate. Yay, says Sly Dog. Vincent's loving it. Looks good, says Cool Homies. Eamon says yay. I'm happy it's working, peeps. I'm happy it's working. I didn't think it was going to work, so I'm well buzzed up about that one. Hey, we got 115 people, because it's a right fucking arse to get that to work, by the way. Just so you know. By the way, do us a big favour. Hit the thumbs up. We're approaching 100 likes. Do smash the thumbs up. It's the 1st of December. I hope you're feeling festive as well. Now's the time, guys. Now's the time to get your snowman, Christmas emojis and all sorts of stuff in there. We're feeling festive. Hopefully United can go into the festive period with a good, happy, seasonal feeling of being jolly. Because if we beat Arsenal and then we go on a good run and beat the teams we should be beating in the next fixtures, we could be right back up there when it comes to the new year, or certainly by March time. Because you look at the run that United have until March, and we've got a very favourable set of fixtures that could get us really up there. Now, the end of the season is going to be horrible, but we don't care about that now. We just want to get to the top of the fucking league as quick as possible. So in terms of the run, if we do what we should be able to do, then we'll be sitting pretty in a little bit of time. Come on! Batman Nightfriend says, why are we playing on a Thursday? It's not the Europa League. Very good question. I don't really know. I guess fixture congestion, they sort of had to change things around. I don't really know, to answer your question, Batman Nightfriend. It does seem a bit strange. Thursday night fixture. Weird. I agree, mate. Hey, Ducking MB KF Crew, hello. He says, regardless of Aubameyang, from his pace can hurt the defence with Maguire at the back, and the link-up play with Laka, Martinelli and Emile Smith-Rowe will be crucial. Yeah, they've been playing good stuff recently. And like I say, they'll probably go with, I don't know, like a 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2 variation. They found decent sort of form doing so, and they've been hard to beat, apart from that Liverpool game where they got drubbed up to pieces. I'm expecting United to find it quite difficult. Arsenal are in good fervour right now. They're looking decent, but I'm also expecting United to turn up. If we turn up with the players we've got, with the right approach, with Carrick at the wheel, not playing negative football, if we just goes for it and says, look, you know, he's only there for this one game, we might as well get at them and entertain the fans and play good stuff and set them up in an attacking fashion, then I think I really do think he could do the business against them. Alkamamu, hello to you, my friend. Great to see you, dude. Raja Gopal as well. We need to sell Harry, our defender. Who's going to buy him, though, mate? Where should we send him to? Maybe we could transfer him to, like, the Pacific Northwest rainforest or whatever. Maybe fucking Bigfoot FC would be interested in taking Slabby Maguire to end of the season. What do you reckon, guys? Transfer to Pacific Northwest rainforest? Or whatever? Yeah. No, seriously, though, who's going to have him, though? In all honesty, who's going to have him? Like that's my only problem about Maguire. Maybe there would be some teams that would take him for a lot less money than what we paid for him, but because of almost like not wanting to look like you've been mugged off, I don't think United would cut our losses and sell him for 30 or 40 million, even though that's actually what he's worth. He's probably not worth much more than that, really. You know, China, says Batman Knight fan in China. Not asked about ABBA, it's Smith Rowe or Oba. It's Smith Rowe and Saka I'm more bothered about. Yeah, good point, J Blood. Well, Saka might not be playing. He faces a fitness test to see if he's going to be actually fit to play. Vincent Bullock says, but yes, you're right, dangerous players. Vincent Bullock says, if we get 900 likes by Christmas Eve on a stream, by Christmas Day, Pig will dress up as Santa. Who's that, mate? Santa. And do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Vincent Bullock. In all my years, I've never known one human being spell Santa that way. Who would have thought you could misspell the word Santa, the name Santa? That is impressive. That is impressive, Vincent Bullock, I must say. By the way, check you out in your profile picture. I can actually see everyone's pictures because they're coming up large on the screen, you handsome bastard. Vincent Bullock. You start Diallo, Sancho on the right wing. You start Diallo, fair enough. It's a bold move, but I don't think he's going to go with it. I think he's going to go with his experience. If he goes with, I don't know, wingers in like a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 or something like that, I imagine it's going to be Sancho and Rashi or something like that. Maybe Martial might feature. You love watching Dean Smith's Norwich up to the Canaries. Hey, get in there, my son. Respect. We got them coming up soon. Maguire couldn't get in Accrington Stanley, says Sly Dog. Norwich for 8 million. I could actually see him going to Norwich. Could you imagine it? He could be the new face of Coleman's Mustard as well. That actually fits perfectly, mate. 10-ton man, might be mistaken for the missing link. Oh, crikey. Maguire's a top-class defender. He proved it in the Euros, says Arsenal Manic. Zane's hiding Robin Corkman. Say me, Assy, where you at, son? He's ducking debts and he's ducking previews for Arsenal games. He's ducking the lot. Zane Assy in the mud, hiding under a rock because he knows his Arsenal side are up to get slapped up, mate. That's all I can say about that. He's scared. He's scared. Santa loves banter, says Big God Bob. Yes, he does indeed. Guys, I'm going to stick around for a good while, so there's 128 of you in here. Do get involved in the chat. It's Q&A time, baby. Let's go. Dana, Q&A time, baby. Get involved with the chat. Have your say. Let me know your thoughts. We've got a bunch of stuff that we've covered, obviously, previously. If you want to know what we were talking about in the preview and my predictions, you're going to have to go back and watch it from the start. I'm not going to go over it again, but you can, if you're just joining us, though, you can go back and watch this later when it's finished and see what we think about the predicting lineup and all the team news and all the rest of it as well. Haaland at Manchester. Well, supposedly Ralph Rangnick's been given a cheeky little €10 million bonus if he can get Haaland into Manchester United, so we'll see. Looking good, Vinny Lad. Absolutely. Vincent Bullock, the Don. Hey, Niall Kane. Thank you very much, Niall. He says, I'm new here. Evening, but love the content. Thank you very much, Niall, mate. Love that sort of comment. Get in there, Niall. Hit the subscribe if you're new, Niall. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the like and get yourself involved. Everybody's welcome here as long as you're not a complete fucking cringe muppet. You know what I mean? Hey, Blue Clouds TV. How you doing there, my friend? He says, Great job, my friend. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing great. How are you doing, my friend? Yes, what a decent game the other day against you, to be fair. I was very pleased we got the result, in all honesty. For anybody who doesn't know, Blue Clouds TV is a YouTuber as well. He's got a Chelsea channel. And, yeah, he's a Chelsea scummer. But to be fair, we did, we did do well in the game. You have to say that. Even though Chelsea did dominate us in that first half, you have to say Manchester United did pretty well. Let me just look at the final fixtures, final scores for tonight, actually. Ah, shit. Chelsea did finish the game winning 2-1. Bollocks. I was hoping maybe Watford would come on, get one back there. Liverpool beat Everton 4-1 in the end, drubbing up the toffee, smashing them up with a toffee hammer, mate. Salah getting 2 goals. Man, he's having a great season, isn't he? City beat Villa 2-1. Ruben Dias and Bernardo Silva absolutely filthy. Oh, and then top of the league, Chelsea 33 points, Man City 32 points, Liverpool 31 points, United back on 18 points. Fuck my life. What a shambles. I know we've got a game in hand, but we've got to beat Arsenal, just to go 12 points behind Chelsea again. So, man, this is a tough game, actually, this one. We've got to beat Arsenal. If we don't, we're in the mud. If we don't, we're in the mud. But like I said, we do have a really good run of games after that where we could get back on track in a short space of time. In a feasible way. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Blue Clouds TV. I appreciate that. Thank you, Social99. You're damn right about that. He says, this community is the tits. Thank you so much for that, dude. I take that with, much praise. I appreciate that. I'm not going to highlight that one. Big job, Bob. Crikey. Big job, Bob. Sort yourself out, lad. Oh, my goodness. Tyrone Pele. Piggy says, would you take Angelino at United? I wouldn't right now. I'll tell you why, because I think we're okay in the wing-back positions, really, my personal opinion. I think Luke Shaw, Tellers, these guys are okay. Pig, has Salah surpassed Wayne Rooney, says Anfiling Skills? No. What do you mean has Salah passed Wayne Rooney? No, he hasn't. No. Wayne Rooney won, multiple league titles, obviously Premier League. I don't know, how many did Wayne win, actually? It's a good question. He's won multiple league titles anyway. Then you've got Champions League as well. He won that at United. He's also got the all-time goal-scoring record for Manchester United. He's also got the all-time goal-scoring record for England. Nah, he's not caught him up just yet, mate. Come on. I don't know. I mean, Rooney's one of the all-time greats in my opinion, but there you go. Hey, thank you so much, by the way, Big God Bob, for the £2 super chat, but I'm not going to hide that one, mate. Not going to highlight that shit, bro. Musty for the win, bro. How you doing? He says, Pig, who do you reckon's going down with this season? Hashtag FIFA later. Mate, thank you so much for getting in here with your comment, mate. My personal belief is, so Norwich City, they're absolutely in the mud, aren't they? I mean, they're just going down. They're done, aren't they, really? Norwich City, I would say, they're done, aren't they? I mean, they're not really. I mean, where's the league table? So 10 points Norwich are on. They're only 3 points. They're only 3 points below the drop. But I think Norwich City are going down, in all honesty. Southampton, I picked Southampton start of the season to go down. They just started to do a little bit better recently, but I'm going to stick with my initial preseason pick and say Southampton. And then finally, my last pick to go down, let's go with Burnley. Fuck it. Sean Dyche, he's having a bit of a stinker at the moment. I'm having a fucking mare. I'm in relegation zone right now. We have got a game in hand, but we're on -6 goal difference. We're in the mud. I'm literally 3 points from bottom of the table. I think it's time that I'm going to get sacked. I've done a good job staying in the Premier League for all these years with a very shoestring budget at Burnley. But the time has come now that I'm going to bottle job it, and I'm going to have to go and work in Tesco's again. So, but anyway, yeah, so Sean Dyche, probably, I think he's going to shat it, mate. Why? He's going to shart it, dude. This season is the season. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm going to go with those 3 anyway, mate. It's a tough one to predict, obviously. We got 106 likes. Get in there, Eddie's Football Waffle. Come on! Let's be having you guys. Let's get fucking hyped for this game tomorrow. We're going to go out there at the hallowed Old Trafford turf, and we're going to make a fucking mockery out of these Gooner scum. That's right. Let's start believing about it. Yes, we were in a bad spell. We were in the fucking mud under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Well, a new leaf has been turned, my friends. And on that new leaf is a new tale, a new story, a new tale about how United smash up the Gooners. That's the new story that I look forward to reading tomorrow. I hope you're going to all be there with me to watch it. We're doing a watch-along for it in the evening, so do come and join us later on tomorrow night for the watch-along. Come on, let's get hyped. Anyway, tough crowd. There you go. Absolutely. Advertising skills says CR7 and Henry are the GOATs. Henry, I mean, okay, fair enough. I mean, he was a Premier League great, but I don't think you could even have Henry in the GOAT conversation for the greatest of all times. Even though he was exceptional, he just misses out to all the top tier ones, such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, etc. That's just the way it is. Someone said Salah surpassed Henry, says Advertising Killers. I mean, I disagree with that. I do disagree with that. Henry was one of the Premier League greats. In terms of the greatest of all time, though, I still think, he's not in the Maradona debate, is he? He's not in the Zidane debate, but he's up there in terms of one of the greatest all-time striker debates. And, he was a fantastic Premier League goal scorer, and obviously elsewhere too. Played in La Liga for Barca, bossing it too. Battle of the mid-table, says Robin. You what? Short story, says Big God Bob. I don't know what that is, but something's popping up there. Short story, absolutely. Come on, United. Let's be having you, says Josh Lee. Love that. Can't wait for my reaction tomorrow. It will be coming out for We're going to be doing a watch-along for it, so make sure you do get yourself involved. Robin says, Pig, I'm feeling like managing on FIFA tonight. Get to it. Oh, Robin, you know what? I might do it, my friend. I don't know. I'm not promising anything right now. I'll tell you why. So I haven't had any sleep, mate. I'm absolutely shattered. I've basically been up all day, had a day out and hang out with Mrs. P and stuff, and not seeing her again for a few days now. So I'm going to be back to the grind of the work and everything, just busy. But tonight I might just get an early night because I'm just melting, mate. To be honest, I haven't had much sleep. I might jump on. Let me see how I feel in a bit, dudes. I don't want to promise you and let you down. Thank you, Burbalad says, smash a like and subscribe. Get in there, Eamon Barrett says, come on, get in there. Ronaldo to score. By the way, I didn't even tell you that, actually. I didn't tell you my goal predictions. So, 2-1, I think Manchester United are going to win. If you're just joining us, guys, 135 of you in here, have your say in terms of the scoreline. Do make sure you put the team, though, that's going to win. Don't just put, actually, if you put 2-1, obviously, I assume you're thinking the home side's going to win 2-1. But if you put 2-1 to Man United, that's probably better. So put it in there, get your score predictions. I'm going for 2-1, though. And I think on the score sheet for United tomorrow, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'm going for a 3-3 for Jadon Sancho as well. 3-3 for Jadon Sancho. That's what I'm saying. El Professor, Salami be the GOAT. But only if Egyptian players. I don't know about that, El Professor. I mean, he's definitely a really great quality player. He's in the conversation for Premier League greats. Honestly, he is. But the problem is, like you say, he's kind of held back by the fact that he plays for Egypt. I think we'd all be talking about Mo Salah like he is maybe, like a lot higher profile. Maybe not quite Messi or something like that, no. But maybe like, I don't know. I can't think of an example. But I think because he plays for Egypt, he's held back slightly there by just the fact that his national side is not really that capable of winning all that much. Then again, didn't they win the Africa Cup of Nations while he was there, which is pretty cool. But in terms of like World Cups and stuff like that, nah, I don't think so. He's always going to get held back there. It's like George Best representing Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland are never going to do anything on an international stage. So he was never going to get that same recognition. Or Gareth Bale at Wales. Gareth Bale's done about as good as he could, really, on the international stage. He's actually had some, actual European tournament to play in, and got through quite a decent way of the tournament. So that's about as much as you can hope for if you're Gareth Bale, really. But even though he's a great player, it's like he's just sort of held back by the nation not being one of the top nations in the world. That is a problem. Okay, we've got lots of predictions coming in. Thank you, everyone, for getting the scores in. So Magnus thinks it's going to be 3-0 to United. Solskjaer, I'm thinking that's 3-0 as well. Says goal. El Professor says United 3, Arsenal 1. United forever. How you doing, Squire? Says 3-1 to United. Alex Walker says breaking news: Arteta sacked and Zayn as new Arsenal manager. Nice New Horizons Devils. Spot on, Social 99. This is the beginning of something new. I think obviously it's not quite happening just yet because Carrick's still here for this game. But I already think the changes are starting to take shape. They're already they've already started. Like you're seeing a more higher up press, even in the last game against Chelsea at times. Anyway, at times it's obviously not going to be perfect. We've got to transition into doing it as a team. And be able to, to be able to outplay teams as well. So, 8-0 to United, says Vincent Bullock. Come on, mate. Oh, could you imagine if we just managed to pull off another one of those 8-2ers like we did that time against Arsenal Hollands? That would be something quite special, wouldn't it? You're going for an Arsenal to lose 5-0 reverse psychology, says Arsenal Manic. J. Don, absolutely Eddie's waffle. That's what I'm saying. J. Don Sancho. That man's the Don. He's the new Don. J. Don Sancho, mate. That's what I'm saying. Hashtag J. Don. Salah has proved he's top-notch. Cannot deny it, Arsenal Manic. Any team in the Premier League would want to have Mo Salah in there because it's not just about his actual qualities as well, but his qualities as a character and as a player in the team. Like, personality-wise for Liverpool, you know, he drags them forward a lot of the time. He's also just like, he's a professional, hard-working sort of player. You know, you cannot, if he wasn't a Liverpool player, I would admire him a lot more than I do. Because he's a Liverpool player and he breaks our hearts sometimes and he's a scummer, you know, obviously I don't think of him that way, but he's still a fantastic, fantastic player. Yeah, I agree with you, Social99. He says, Thierry Henry is in the segment below the GOATs. You're spot on. You're absolutely right. He's in tier 2. Absolutely. It's very, very hard to get into tier 2. Tier 2's an amazing place to be, you know, with the Zlatan Ibrahimovic's of this world and all the rest of it. But it is not tier 1, sadly. Let's be honest. Tier 1 is reserved for the true speciale, the speciale players. Okay, that's true. He's certainly comparable in terms of club form. That's true, I suppose. Arsenal Manic. Salah is in the same bracket, says, yes, I think that's fair enough. Salah is in that same bracket. Yeah, Eden Hazard in that same sort of bracket, you know, even less actually Eden is. Thank you very much, Muster. He says, you need 50k, pig lad. Thank you very much, Muster. Yes, we're on our way to 50,000 subscribers. Let's be having you. Hopefully we get there before the end of 2021. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. You guys could really help us out. If you're lingering in the background and you're new to this channel, you're wondering what the hell this is. It's a Man United fan channel. It's a community as well. We let everyone have their say here. We all support football teams, various different teams. Most of us United fans, obviously, but everyone is welcome to have their say and get involved here. So have your say in the community if you're new by smashing that subscribe button and getting in the chat. Robin thinks 2-2. Mr. Football News says, get rid of Maguire, Fred, and Wan-Bissaka. Who is that with the clown face on, by the way? But hey, get rid of Fred, Wan-Bissaka. Okay, maybe Fred. Fred, listen, maybe Fred. But Fred has been decent last 2 games. That's not saying much, but he has been decent last 2 games. Plus, in a Rangnick system, in a high-press system, where you need a lot of mobility in midfield and good pressers, I would say that Fred is actually one of the best at that sort of, one of the best midfielders for that system. So Rangnick might be able to get a little bit out of Fred. Technically, I agree with you, though. He's not good enough. He can't pass the ball well, not to a consistent or good enough standard. And when you've got a team or a tactic like a gegenpress style of play, when you're winning the ball back, you got to turn. So you win it over and you're trying to get it forward quickly, essentially. So is it good to have somebody that's not that good technically of a passer there? He's going to have help out in the midfield, but definitely in terms of pressing, he's good. Big God Boss says 1, Keane 2, best 3 goals. Oh, controversial. Thank you, Social99 says, rest up, pig of. Hey, I might do a FIFA stream later, guys. You just have to keep a lookout. I also might not. I'm really tired tonight, so I just don't want to, definitely say I will and then be a zombie on there and it just be a shit stream, because I am pretty much waning as it is. 1, 2, 3 RBI. Zayn and Don Robbie team up to buy Arsenal from the Cronkies. Go on, Zayn Miassi. Let's be having you. Alex Walker says, Gareth Bale started young like Rooney and ran out of steam, says Gareth Bale. Okay, fair enough, maybe. I mean, it does happen. I look at Michael Owen too. That does seem to happen. He's injury prone. Maybe that's what it is, another word for it as well. He's kind of injury prone. Gareth Bale also mentality-wise, I think after he won that fucking 3rd Champions League. Hang on, does Gareth Bale have 3 or 4? I think he's got 3, right? Maybe he has got 4. No, he's got 3. Hang on, how many Champions Leagues does Bale has? He doesn't have any. He's got 3, right? Anyway, I'm pretty sure he's pretty content with what he's got. He likes to focus on his golf game now as well. He's not really loved by those fans over there, so he obviously has to change. 2-1 to United says Slide Dog. Ronaldo winner, 93rd minute, as always. Love that prediction. That would be amazing. 2-2 says Social99. Hey, Vincent Bullet Lad, he says he's going to the match tomorrow, so I won't be able to watch less. I get to see some in the car park. Vincent, well, if you do get a sly minute, come in and pop in and tell us how your day's going, Vincent. But yes, otherwise, have a great day at Old Trafford, lad. And concentrate on the game, sir. Jota's a machine, says Magnus. We don't praise Scousers in here, mate, all that much. I know, exactly, Tyron. He says, this is United feed. Why are we talking about Salah? You know what? Fuck that guy. Who the fuck is that guy? Sounds like someone you order when you're on a diet at a fucking restaurant or something. We should get Coman for next season, says Mr. Football News. You what? Fair enough. Bergkamp says Batman Knight fan. Great player. Hey, K Slater says, I appreciate Sophie those, though she's also a Chelsea scummer, says K Slater 23. Not too sure who that is, actually, K Slater 23, in all honesty. Maybe you can remind me. Salah is on his way to becoming a Prem great, says Justa G. I'm new, says Alex Walker. Yes, your message is showing, Naz. Everybody's messages are showing here. Don't you worry about that. I'm just catching up with the chat here. Thank you, Berber. Yes, indeed. Cool homies as well. They both say, smash a like and subscribe. Do hit the thumbs up when you join in. Nice one. Fred's like a shit party, says Drew Who. What do you mean, like a shit Thomas party? Or like a shit gathering where your mates turn up and you get there, and like when you're a teenager, you're going to a free house party or something, you get there, and it's like a mate's mum and dad and her mate's mum and dad's mates are fucking there, and they're playing Barry Manilow. Is that the sort of thing that you mean? Like Fred's a bit of a shit party like that? Or not? Anyway, at the Copacabana. That's a shit party, mate. Anyway, no, fair enough. So, hey, Big God Bob, thank you for the £2 super chat. Super chat. Super Big God Bob. Hey, Big God Bob, thank you very much for getting in here with a £2 super chat again. He says, Carrick's out of his depth like a wood shipwreck. Oh, I see what you did there. Big God Bob. Hey, you know what? You don't have to worry about Carrick, mate, because Carrick's only here for another day, lad. He's literally here by another day, for another day. So don't worry about it. In terms of the first team coach, okay, going forward, he's probably going to be somewhat of a turd that won't flush because he's just signed a new deal a few weeks ago. Are they going to pay him off right now? Or will he be given a coaching job, you know, for the next few years to learn under Rangnick, etc.? That's probably more likely. Not saying he's a turd, by the way. Carrick's an absolute great dude. Salami party, that's right. An ultimate sausage fest. I hear you. It's like one of those parties, yeah. Rooney was the beast. Rooney was beast, says Batman Knight fan. In the end, Rooney goes down as one of the greats. But in the end, he goes down as being underrated, in my opinion. Rooney is fucking quality, man. Rooney was absolute quality, but in all fairness, there was a time in world football when you thought, when the youngsters were coming through, Rooney, Ronaldo, Messi, and all these guys, you just figured, you know, Rooney might be able to get up there with them, you know. But in the end of it, Rooney sort of has, let's be honest, he's just not had the same level of career as those guys. But then again, you look at what Wayne Rooney does for your team. He's a much more selfless player than a lot of these players we're discussing. Obviously, Messi's quite a selfless player too, but Rooney always putting in a shift for the team, playing all sorts of different positions all over the place. So maybe his stats and some of his individual accolades took a little bit of a hit because of all the work that he did for the team. But Wayne Rooney, man, he, in fairness, he's not in that top bracket either, in my opinion, you know, of those people we're talking about, like Messi or Ronaldo or Zidane. And these guys, he's not quite there, you know, fat Ronaldo. He's not quite there, is he? He's not quite there. I think it's because, also, this is the truth. England, when Wayne Rooney was there, have been shit. And we should have done a lot better, and he underperformed. The only great tournament Wayne Rooney really had in an England shirt was 2004, Euro 2004, when he was a young lad, and he was doing really well. He scored a bunch of goals and we looked really good. After that, it's all been a little bit disappointing. He is, of course, the all-time England goal scorer, but a lot of these goals are not in the major tournaments. A lot of these goals are against fucking Moldova and stuff. So, you know, you have to be honest and say, yeah, Wayne Rooney's one of the greats, but he's not up there with Ronaldo, Messi, and these guys, to be honest, anywhere near it. Big God Bob, thank you for the £2 super chat there. Appreciate you, Bob. Is Van Basten any good on FIFA? I haven't played with Alex Walker, but if anything like last year, probably no. Raz says no one in United's midfield could even lace party shoes. I don't know about that. I can lace party shoes, mate, and so can Harry Maguire. We've never seen him dancing in Mykonos, do, with those dancing shoes on, mate. He can lace party shoes up, dude. What are you on about? Is Van Basten any good? Oh, I read that, didn't I? So Carrick going to be Rangnick's new cone boy, says Red Devil Scots. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means, mate. What's a cone boy? I'm not even sure if I do want to know, bro. Thanks for getting in here, by the way. J Blood MSC says Rooney put in a shift at any position needed, bro. I love Rooney. I totally agree with that. Very selfless player. Worked all over the pitch. I don't think Rooney had the right lifestyle off the pitch. You talking about shagging grannies and stuff? No, it's a fair point. I mean, you look at him now, he seems to have aged a little bit as well. Like, I know everybody ages differently, but Ronaldo's still in tip-top condition, only drinks nothing but purified water from the moon of fucking Saturn or something that's been flown in. He only drinks fucking glacier water from fucking Eros or one of those moons, or what's another one? Fucking Enceladus or something. Yeah, Ronaldo only drinks Enceladus water. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas Wayne Rooney, he'll drink pints of gravy and shag your granny. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the difference. I think Wayne Rooney and Ronaldo, they've been taking care of themselves differently over the years. Solskjaer 1999 lad, get in there, says Greaves, record is unreal. Oh, Jimmy Greaves was an absolute goal-scoring machine, has to be said. I totally agree with that. England should have won Portugal in 2004, and I can admit that being half Portuguese. Respect, yes, we were unlucky that year. We were decent. Nate H. Thank you so much, Nate H, for the 199 super chat here. He says, you know who was brilliant on his day? Lewis Nani. So true. In fact, we had this out the other day on the stream. So first 100 games for United, Ronaldo and Nani. Nani absolutely blitzes Ronaldo for goal contributions. So there you go. Ronaldo's first 100 games for United versus Nani's. Nani's way more impressive. So I totally agree. Nani was a baller for United at one point, definitely. Thank you for your super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Nate H, for getting in here. By the way, guys, we'll stick around for a couple more minutes, but before I do get it back into the live chat, let me just take this opportunity to say thanks to everybody who's been here tonight. And also, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 49,000 subscribers, so please do hit the sub. We'll be back on the channel tomorrow, obviously doing a preview for the game, where we'll be, doing a watch along for the game, where we'll be watching the United Arsenal game and hopefully watching us smash them to bits. So do come back for that. We'll start about half an hour before kickoff there as well. Oh, a cone boy like that. Nice Red Devil Scotsman. I see. Yeah, cone boy means he's going to be put in charge of putting the cones out for training, and that's it. Quality. I don't know why that didn't register in my head, but of course, a fucking cone boy putting the cones out. Nice one, mate. Nice one. I love that. Hey, Jake O'Donnell says, Wagwan Pigger. How you doing there, Jake O'Donnell? Great to see you in here, my friend. How's it going, lad? How's it going, lad? Get your thoughts in then, peeps. Let's do this. But yes, smash the like on the video. Smash the subscribe if you're new. All that. Hit the subscribe button and get involved. We're going to be back tomorrow. Click the bell icon so you get notified when we post tomorrow and go live on the channel about 7:45. We'll get going tomorrow, though. We got 121 likes on the stream with 123 watching. What a fucking ratio. Do you know what? I need to push this. I need to move this up higher. Like, my head's going out the fucking screen. Look at that. It's weird. Imagine if I just sat here like this, like Slabby Maguire. Like, hi, I'm Slabby Maguire. Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Or Nemanja Frankic. I know, Frankensteinich. Anyway, wait a second. Let me just put that up a little bit because I feel like that looks strange with my head disappearing every so often. So maybe I should just be bigger. You know what I mean? Be bigger here. Bigger is better and all that. Right, and then focus it, and then, yeah, that's all right. Then, right, okay, here we go. Let's get back into the chat anyway, dudes. Hey there, Ellie, how you doing? Thank you so much. She says, dropping a like, I'm off to bed, hashtag Bacon Brigade, Piglet Boom, and Sue! I love how it spells all the emojis out. Ellie, thanks so much for getting in here tonight. Hope you're doing well. Yes, do have a good sleep. Take it easy. Hopefully we catch you tomorrow for the watch along. After the match tomorrow, Rohit Sharma, Ricardo Quaresma was a good player back in the day. After the match tomorrow, Slabby might get sent back to Greece by Ragnick, says Nate H. Oh dear. Eddie says Piggo was thinking come may mean rent. I didn't know. It wasn't come. He actually wrote cone. I thought maybe like cone boy meant like, I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say any, but not that. Can you speak slang, Piggy, bruv? Yeah, what do you mean? Of course I do use slang, my friend. You think Gashtastic is actual in the Collins English Dictionary or whatever? No, it isn't, my friend. Gashtastic is not in the dictionary, dude. Hey, thank you, Rui Rodriguez, man. He says, Pig, you're the best United fan in my opinion, but no love lost tomorrow, my friend. Looking forward to smashing you lot. Rui Rodriguez, yeah, thank you for your comment. Yeah. Fair enough. I appreciate that, Rui Rodriguez. That's very nice of you. Let's be having you, Rui Rodriguez, yeah? Let's be having you. You're going down, son. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. But you know what? You're going down, Rui. Have it. Park Ji-sung, Carrick, most underrated. Yeah, Miss 528. I'd say underrated. You know, Stevie Bruce strikes me as being something that's underrated as well. You know, Gary Neville was quite underrated, really, because he was very solid and very effective, even if he wasn't the most sort of technically of gifted players. He was quite underrated. People used to sort of just think of him as a bit of a mug, but he was actually solid as a damn rock and did great for England and United for decades. So, you know, he's underrated as well, in my opinion. There's a lot of underrated players that have played for United also. A lot of underrated players. Most definitely. Oh, get in there, my son. Solskjaer, 1999, lad. Thank you so much. Where's that gone? Why can't I show that up on my... Oh, there it is. Solskjaer, 1999. Thank you very, very much, dude. With a £5 super chat from Solskjaer99. Thank you, my friend. He says, Pig, you and Mrs. P should do a recreation of Slab chatting to his missus after the game in the stands, all nonchalantly after the Colombia's games in 18. Oh, I know the one where, yeah, he goes like, he's like, yeah, I know the one, mate. That's a classic. You reckon we should do a recreation of that? What should we say in that recreation, though, Solskjaer99? I'm from England, CL. How about you, mate? Or if you want specifics, I'm from the south coast of England, mate, Dorsetshire. Ooh, our country. Yes. Ellie, have a great night. Thank you so much for getting in here, everyone. You want to watch the game with Piggy tomorrow? Yes, please do. Tyron Pillay will be back here on the channel half an hour before kickoff. Come and join us. Eddie's football waffle. Oh, guys, right. Hey, what's going on there, Miss 528 lad? Anyway, he says Park G. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I read that one, didn't I? Right, guys, we're going to wrap this video up. Rui says, sorry, can't send super chats from my current location. Hey, Rui Rodriguez, don't you worry about that, my friend. Like I said, this is totally free content. Obviously, I do appreciate everyone who sends random highlighted super chat comments and all the rest of it and supports the channel. But don't worry about it. It's all free, man. I treat everybody literally the same on this channel, and I always will. So that is the difference between this and some other fan channels or United channels, is obviously, you know, people only want to read out super chats and all that shit. Well, this isn't like that. We're gonna keep it real forever. Even if we had a lot more subscribers, I'm still just gonna read out everybody's comments, regardless of whether you're a member, super chatter, or not. So don't worry about that, Rui Rodriguez, my son. Thank you, cool homies. We're going to wrap this one up now then, my friends. But thank you so much, everyone that's tuned into the preview. If you want to hear a bit more about what we thought about the actual preview for the Arsenal game tomorrow, go back to the start of the video and watch it back. But that's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed the show. You know, thank you very much, Daniel Malinkoff as well, getting in here from Macedonia. Shout out to you, dude. Big God Bob, Carl Pilkington. Yes, get in there. It'd be great to get on the show, mate. Tyron Pillay, thank you for watching. Rohit Sharma as well. Cool homies, Rowan Rodriguez. We will be back for the game tomorrow. We'll be smashing up fools. Arsenal are going down. You need 2 hours of FIFA, says Alex. We'll see. I'm not 100%. I'm not really feeling it tonight. I'm just tired. I'm so run down. Honestly, I need a good night's sleep. I need an early sleep. Then we can get back at it tomorrow. Because, you know, there's 4 nights of FIFA coming up, guys. 4 nights of FIFA. Don't worry. 4 nights of FIFA coming up. You get treated different sometimes, says Kingface. Yes, but you know, you also do antagonize a little bit. Kingface, let's be fair. I mean, just the fact that you're around on the channel is quite miraculous and shows my level of tolerance, to be honest. And just the fact I've highlighted your comment further proves that. Get in there, United 2-0 win. Get in there, Glenn B. Nice one, Turan Pillay from South Africa. Shout out. Maybe Robin, something like that, lad. Eddie, Ms. 528. Eddie, thank you so much. Bell as well, getting in here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Always a legend, one of the channel member heroes. Mr. Vincent Bullock as well, thank you for joining. Have a great game tomorrow. Says we got 135 likes. Do hit the like button before you go on your way out, dudes. Thank you, Eddie O2 says, Eddie's Football Waffle says, great stream, Piggo. Thank you so much there, my man. Really appreciate you and everybody else that's in here. Eddie's also a great streamer, great YouTuber, I should say, and he does streams on my channel. Hosting shows, so check out Eddie's Football Waffle channel as well. Who's live right now? Is the Game and Simple G-Wolf live or somebody right now? Should we do a little cheeky little raid of a community right now? Who's live? So, oh, okay, let's raid Berberini, you know. He's almost at 200 likes here. Sorry, 200 subs as well. And he's doing a career mode. So, you know, I'm not doing FIFA. Well, not guaranteed to do FIFA right now. So if you do want to do FIFA and watch it and hang out with the community a bit, here's a little raider. There you go. I'll put it in the live chat. So check out Berber's channel. Go tell him Piggy sent you. He's doing go give him a subscribe. He's nearly at 200 subs as well. So go show some support for another legend in this community. Thank you, cool homies. Rohit, Joe Russell as well. Thank you very much, Tyron Pillay. Says, always great stream. Appreciate that. Good luck tomorrow, Joe Russell. You know, not really, but, you know, may the best team win tomorrow. May the best team win. Come on, United. Thank you, Mark Ashton. You have a great sleep too. Hopefully I've not missed anyone. Glenn as well. Thank you, Glenn. Oh, wait a sec. The comments coming up here. Glenn as well. Thank you, Glenn, for joining us. Glenn B. 2-0 United win. That would be nice, mate. That would be absolutely nice. Why's that gone away? Oh, there it is. Glenn B's comments popped up. Just really delayed. That's the end of the stream then, peeps. Have a cracking evening. Go check out Mr. Berber's stream. The Gaming Simp. I've put the link in the live chat there with the word raid. Go and raid him. Tell him Piggy sent you. See any FIFA tonight? Not too sure, man. I'm probably not going to do FIFA, but I might. Keep a lookout. Thank you, Man and Drone UK as well. Man and Drone. See AR Dan as well. Absolute long time legend. See you tomorrow, my friend. Thanks for watching. Legend of the channel. Big God Bob. And when Fred shoots, even the bench ducks. Man and Drone and everyone else. That's the end. E as well. Ian here. Take it easy. That's the pig. This is the end of the pig show. Why am I talking about myself in the third person? What a dick. That's the end of my show. What an absolute twat. I sound like Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan does not heal like a regular human being. Zlatan is like a lion, my friend. Zlatan does not speak like regular human. Zlatan does not use first person. Zlatan only speaks about Zlatan like he is a different individual. Right, okay, night, guys. See you for match day. Thank you, Tyron. Daniel Malenkov as well. Come on, United. Get in there, right? Come back after this stream's finished as well, everyone. Really appreciate everyone who does. Come back. Comment in the comment section after it's finished and put in your team lineups, who you would predict, your formation as well, and your team selection, and also your score prediction. Get them in. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Berber. Berber, everyone go raid the Gaming Simp there, dudes. Let's me put that in the live chat again there. Lynette Giggs, much love as well, says Zlatan. Hope you're good, Lynette. Well, I think I've said bye to everyone. What a community of legends. Let's end on some Bacon Brigade emojis. And do go and show Mr. Berberini some love. He's streaming FIFA over there, guys. Good night. That's the end of it from me. I'll see you tomorrow. Manchester United destroying fools. Arsenal, you're going down. It's just a matter of time. We have had a bad run over the last couple of years against them. That's all going to come to an end. Michael Carrick at the wheel. Let's be fucking having you. See you later on, peeps. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow for the game. Come on, United. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong thing. Now we end. So come on.